This is not just a phrase to motivate you. It is a declaration over your life. Abundance is not an illusion, nor is it a distant dream. It is your inheritance. It is what has been prepared for you long before you were even aware of it. Life has tried to convince you that scarcity is your portion, that you must live in constant lack. But the truth is different. The truth is that your story is one of reward, one of breakthrough, one of divine overflow. What is coming to you will not be the result of mere chance. It is the unfolding of a promise that has always been yours. The days of doubt and confusion are being replaced by clarity and assurance. Abundance is written into your destiny. Before we go deeper, I want you to stay with me until the very end of this message, because if you open your heart fully, the words you are about to hear will carry power, healing, and direction into your life. And right now, I invite you to write your warmest wishes in the comments below and seal them with the No. 333. This number carries the vibration of divine completion. And as you release your wishes into the universe, they will echo back to you multiplied. This act is not small, it is an energetic key that aligns you with the flow of abundance that is already prepared for you. Chosen one. Abundance is not only about money, though money will be part of it. It is not only about wealth, though wealth will surely overflow into your life. Abundance is the state of living where everything you touch expands, where everything you pour into comes back to you multiplied. It is about waking up and realizing you are no longer striving for survival, but moving with ease, grace, and power into your divine lane. Abundance is a frequency, it is a flow. It is the natural response to your persistence, your resilience, and the hidden seeds you planted long ago when nobody was watching. The reward is not random. It is the reflection of everything you have endured, the echo of every silent prayer you have whispered, and the return of every tear you cried. In hidden places there were seasons in your life where the soil seemed dry, where nothing seemed to grow. You poured out energy, love, and effort, yet the results were invisible. You thought you were forgotten, but you were not forgotten. You were being prepared. The waiting was not punishment. It was positioning. The delay was not denial. It was divine timing. And now, the doors that were once locked are beginning to swing wide open. And what is behind them will astonish you. Abundance is not just on the way. It is already moving toward you. It is drawn to you like a river is drawn to the ocean. Unstoppable, undeniable, and overflowing. Chosen one. Abundance will not come in half measures. When the time arrives, it will come suddenly, dramatically, and with such intensity that people around you will not be able to ignore it. The very ones who doubted you, who dismissed you, who said you would never rise, they will witness your abundance. And it will not be for their validation. It will be for your confirmation. You will know that all along, you were walking toward this moment. You will know that the struggle was not wasted. The heartbreak was not wasted. The rejection was not wasted. Every experience was planting a seed that now begins to bloom into the garden of your abundance. Do not fear the magnitude of what is coming. Sometimes we sabotage ourselves because we feel unworthy. Sometimes we shrink back from abundance because we think we don't deserve it. But hear this: you are worthy. You are worthy because you endured when others gave up. You are worthy because you held on to hope when everything around you was screaming for you to quit. You are worthy because you did not let bitterness consume you. And because of that, you are being rewarded. Abundance is not a gift for perfection. It is the crown for endurance. It is the harvest for your perseverance. Abundance will also bring alignment. As this reward begins to unfold, people who are not meant for this next chapter will fall away. Do not cling to what is leaving. When abundance shows up, not everyone can come with you. Some connections, some environments, some cycles must end so that new doors can open. Do not fear the separation. It is not a loss, it is a clearing. It is making room for the kind of relationships, opportunities, and partnerships that match your new level. This abundance will not only elevate your life, it will refine it. It will filter out what no longer serves you and connect you to what will multiply you. You will notice how quickly things begin to shift once you embrace abundance as yours. New doors, unexpected opportunities, sudden favor, all of these will come into alignment. And when they do, remember, this is your reward. This is not luck. This is not coincidence. This is the reflection of divine timing, finally unfolding in your life. This is everything you have carried in silence, manifesting in the open, chosen one. Abundance is yours, and the universe is echoing this truth back to you, louder than ever, chosen one. The moment abundance begins to arrive in your life, something shifts not only in your outer world, but deep inside your spirit. It is as if a heavy weight that you didn't even realize you were carrying begins to dissolve. Scarcity and struggle create a constant pressure, a background noise that you get used to, almost like breathing polluted air. But when abundance starts to rise, the air clears and you finally inhale freedom. It feels like the chains you didn't know were holding you are quietly removed, and you step into a new dimension of being. This is what is coming for you, a release into freedom, into ease, into divine flow. There will be signs before the floodgates fully open. You may already be noticing them. Small but undeniable shifts, unexpected opportunities, conversations that align perfectly, resources showing up right when you need them, doors opening that were once firmly shut. These are not coincidences. These are the early signs of the great wave of abundance preparing to break into your life. You may think they are small, but they are like the first drops of rain that announce a storm. Do not dismiss them, pay attention. Every sign is whispering to you that the reward is near, that the promise is no longer delayed. Abundance does not arrive in silence. It makes a statement when it comes. It will not only elevate your circumstances, but also shift the perception others have of you. People who once overlooked you will begin to recognize your worth. People who once dismissed your presence will seek your wisdom, your partnership. Your light abundance is magnetic. It draws attention, it attracts opportunities, and it changes atmospheres. But remember, this abundance is not for validation. It is for purpose. It is not arriving so that others can finally approve of you. It is arriving so that you can step into your full assignment with strength, confidence, and authority. Chosen one, abundance is not random luck. It is a reflection of alignment. The universe, life, and divine timing all conspire to release what is already yours when you are ready to hold it. That is why the waiting season was so critical. If the abundance had come earlier, it might have slipped through your fingers. You might not have been ready to manage it, protect it, or multiply it. But now, after all you've endured, you are not only prepared to receive abundance, you are prepared to sustain it. You are prepared to carry it with wisdom, to use it with intention, and to allow it to expand not just your life, but the lives of those connected to you. you will notice that abundance doesn't only affect your bank account or your possessions. It begins to touch every area of your life. Suddenly, your relationships become healthier because you are no longer operating from a place of fear or desperation. Your health begins to improve because stress and scarcity are no longer draining your energy. Your creativity flows because you are no longer weighed down by survival mode. Abundance creates an atmosphere where your true self can finally emerge without limits. The abundance that is coming to you is holistic. It will heal, restore, and uplift you in ways you never imagined. But with abundance comes responsibility. Reward is not the end. It is the beginning of a higher chapter. You are being elevated not only for yourself, but also for others. Abundance makes you a channel. It flows through you so that you can impact the world around you. You will find yourself positioned to bless others, to uplift those who are still in the place you once were, to open doors that others cannot open for themselves. This is why abundance is sacred. It is not just wealth, it is stewardship. You are being trusted with more because you have proven you can carry more. Chosen one, remember how long you were tested. Remember the nights when it felt like you had nothing left to give. Remember the moments where your faith was stretched to the breaking point. All of it has shaped you, all of it has trained you. All of it has carved out the strength within you. That strength will now become the foundation upon which abundance is built. This is why the reward is yours. This is why you are chosen for it. Others may have been more talented. Others may have had more resources. But you had endurance, and endurance is the key that opens the door to abundance. As the abundance unfolds, you will feel the shift in your spirit first. The joy, the peace, the gratitude will begin to rise within you, even before the external manifestations arrive. Do not ignore that. Your inner state is the first manifestation of abundance. What you feel, you will soon see. So nurture gratitude now. Celebrate the small signs now. Hold joy in your heart now, because it aligns you even closer with the wave that is already on its way. And when the abundance arrives in full measure, it will not trickle, it will overflow. You will not have to beg or chase. It will come to you. You will find yourself in the right place, at the right time, again and again, because alignment pulls you into divine rhythm. And when people look at your life, they will wonder how you made it. They will try to explain it as luck, or chance, or sudden opportunity. But you will know the truth. It was always yours. It was delayed but never denied. It was hidden but never lost. It was waiting for you, and now finally, it is being released. Chosen one. Abundance is not a possibility. It is your portion, and nothing can stop what has been declared over you. The reward has already been written, and you are about to step into it. Chosen one. Abundance carries with it a transformation so profound that it does not just change your circumstances, it reshapes your entire identity. You will no longer see yourself as the person who struggled, who barely made it through, who had to fight for every single step. That version of you existed only for a season of preparation. But now, as abundance begins to pour into your life, you will step into the reality of who you were always meant to be. A carrier of overflow, a vessel of divine reward. A living example of what happens when endurance meets timing. This transformation is not external. First, it begins within. Before the money increases, before the opportunities multiply, before the doors swing wide open, something shifts in your mind and in your heart. Scarcity taught you to think small, to settle for less, to believe that you were always just one step behind. But abundance renews your vision. It makes you see possibility where you once saw limitation. It expands your perspective until you realize that the world is not closed off to you. It has been waiting for you. You will walk differently, speak differently, carry yourself differently. Not because you are pretending, but because the energy of abundance is rewriting your story. There is a moment, chosen one, when the reward begins to make itself undeniable. You will feel it in the way doors open. With less resistance, you will see it. In the way people suddenly value what you bring to the table. You will notice it in the ease with which opportunities find their way to you. That is the sign that you have crossed into the flow. Abundance is never a trickle. It is a river, and once you step into it, everything connected to you begins to flourish. Abundance will also reveal to you the hidden meaning of your struggles. Looking back, you will begin to understand why certain prayers seemed unanswered, why certain people left, why certain doors were shut. You will realize that if those doors had opened, they would have led you away from the very abundance that is now flowing toward you. You will see that every delay, every setback, every rejection was a form of redirection. Life was not taking away from you. It was guiding you into the place where reward could meet you. Without interference, what once felt like loss will now be revealed as divine protection. Chosen one, do not be surprised if abundance brings a new level of attention to your life. People who once ignored you will suddenly notice you. Environments that once excluded you will begin to make room for you. Abundance is not quiet, it creates a ripple effect. But as this happens, remember this truth. Not everyone who notices you is meant to journey with you. With abundance comes discernment. You must guard your reward. You must recognize who is aligned with your purpose and who is simply attracted to your overflow. This is why your spirit must remain anchored. Abundance is a gift, but it also demands responsibility. Abundance will teach you the language of generosity. When you have more than enough, you discover the joy of giving, the power of uplifting others, the fulfillment of becoming a source rather than a seeker. You will begin to notice how your reward multiplies when you use it not only for yourself, but also for the world around you. This does not mean draining yourself. It means flowing from your overflow. Abundance ensures that you are never emptied by giving, because the source that fills you never runs dry. There is also a hidden strength that comes with abundance, freedom. When you are no longer chained to survival, you finally have the space to dream again, to create again, to live again. You will find passions resurfacing that you once buried under stress. You will feel inspiration awakening in you that had been silenced by fear. You will realize that abundance is not only about having more, it is about becoming more. It unlocks dimensions of yourself that struggle kept locked away. The version of you that will emerge in this season will astonish even you, and understand this, chosen one. Your abundance is not a mistake. You did not stumble into it. You did not get lucky, you were chosen for it. Everything you went through was shaping you into a vessel that could hold this much reward. The fire you endured refined you. The battles you fought sharpened you. The nights you cried strengthened you. You are not stepping into abundance unprepared. You are stepping into it fully equipped. This is why the reward belongs to you. Abundance is also contagious. When you rise, others connected to you will rise. Your presence will unlock doors for people around you. Your reward will inspire them to believe that it is possible. For them too, you will not even need to speak. Your life will become a message. People will look at you and see proof that endurance pays off, that waiting is not wasted, that struggle is not permanent. Your abundance will become a living prophecy that others can hold on to. So prepare yourself. Chosen one, the atmosphere is shifting in your favor. You are standing on the edge of breakthrough. The reward is already unfolding, piece by piece, sign by sign, until the flood comes all at once. Do not shrink back. Do not sabotage yourself with doubt. Stand tall, open your heart, and receive what has always been yours. The reward has been released, and abundance is now your reality. Chosen one, the arrival of abundance will feel like the breaking of a long drought. Imagine land that has been dry and cracked for years, soil that has been waiting for rain. When the first drops begin to fall, the earth awakens, colors return, and life bursts forth in places that once seemed barren. That is what your soul will experience when the reward of abundance fully manifests. The dryness of yesterday will give way to the flourishing of today, and you will realize that what seemed dead was only waiting for the right season to bloom. The beauty of abundance is that it does not only restore what was lost, it multiplies. You are not just being paid back for what you endured. You are being rewarded beyond measure. The sleepless nights, the sacrifices no one saw, the silent tears, they are all being transformed into overflowing blessings. Your reward will not be equal to your pain. It will surpass it. Abundance always comes in greater measure than the struggle that preceded it. This is why when it arrives, it will feel overwhelming. You will wonder how so much could come so quickly. But understand this: you are not experiencing coincidence. You are experiencing divine justice. There will be moments when you question whether it is real, when the doors open too easily, when the opportunities align too perfectly, when the flow of favor seems almost impossible to explain. You may feel as if it is a dream. But it is not a dream, it is your new reality. Abundance shifts your normal. What was once rare becomes frequent. What was once impossible becomes ordinary. What was once out of reach becomes your everyday. You are stepping into a life where miracles are the baseline, where overflow is the default, and where reward is the atmosphere you live in. But chosen one, abundance also teaches you discernment. When the floodgates open, not everyone who reaches for you deserves access. Scarcity taught you to cling to every relationship, every opportunity, every connection, out of fear that nothing better would come. Abundance teaches you that you can release what does not serve you, because more is always on the way. You no longer have to beg. You no longer have to chase. You no longer have to compromise. When you walk in abundance, you become the magnet. What is meant for you will find you, and what is not meant for you will drift away. This new season will also reveal the true faces around you. Some will celebrate your rise with genuine joy, understanding that your reward does not take away from theirs. Others will struggle, unable to reconcile your abundance with their expectations. You will see jealousy, doubt, and even quiet resentment from people you never thought would feel that way. Do not let this trouble you. Abundance exposes what was hidden. And though it may hurt to watch, some people distance themselves It is part of the refining process. You are being elevated, and not everyone is meant to. Stand on that higher ground. With you let go with peace. What remains with you in this new season will be strong, aligned and true, chosen one. Abundance will also sharpen your sense of purpose. When your needs are met and overflow surrounds you, you begin to ask bigger questions. What am I here to create? Who am I here to impact? What legacy am I meant to leave? Scarcity kept you focused on survival. Abundance gives you the freedom to focus on destiny. You will realize that your reward is not just for you. It is for the people connected to you, the lives your story will touch, the generations your choices will influence. Your abundance is bigger than your personal comfort. It is about expanding light into places of darkness, hope into places of despair, and opportunity into places of limitation. And dance is not temporary. It is not a fleeting moment of luck. It is a permanent shift in your life's energy. Once the door opens, it does not close. Once the flow begins, it does not stop. You will never again return to the old cycles of scarcity, because you have been elevated above them. You are not returning to who you were. You are walking into who you were always meant to be. And in this version of you, abundance is natural, it is expected. It is permanent, so stand tall. Chosen one, the reward is not in the distance. It is here. The abundance you have been waiting for is no longer a prophecy, it is your reality. Walk into it with gratitude. Carry it with courage. Protect it with wisdom, and above all, remember that it is yours, not because you stumbled into it, not because you forced it, but because it was always written for you.